Hello everyone, welcome to Akashta Science, and in this video I will discuss the monthly horoscope for the month of June 2021 for the sign of Scorpio. And as usual, if you are new to this channel, tap onto the subscribe button, click onto the notification bell icon so that every time I make a new video you get notified instantly. So without losing a single moment, come let us see what is there for the month of June 2021 for all the people of Scorpio. For the Scorpio people, your first Lord Mars will be transiting through your ninth house of luck, fortune, prosperity, the house which signifies the teachings of Father and Guru. And you see here, by the house placement or the transit through the ninth house, I will say you that luck and fortune will be by your side. But since here Mars is getting debilitated, so I will say you that here this can create some kind of confusion or some kind of anxiety with relation to the significance of the ninth house. Means suppose there can be some conflicts with your father, or there can be some conflicts regarding the value system which you are going to get by the teachings of your preceptors or your elders or your guru or father. There can be some anxiety related to that. Means there can be some outburst of your emotions. Means it may happen that you may feel that whatever knowledge or whatever wisdom you are getting, that is creating some kind of obstacles, or that is creating some kind of barriers in your life. So that can create some problem in your life, and that will directly affect your mental peace, because this Mars will aspect your fourth house of happiness. And you see, although in your fourth house Jupiter is transiting, Jupiter will try to mitigate the problem, but still there will be some kind of influence of Mars which will actually sometimes you will feel that that is hitting your mental anxiety, that is creating some kind of ups and downs as far as your mental peace is concerned. But I will say you that if you follow some kind of religious rituals or customs or any kind of spiritual practices which you want to do by yourself, okay, then that can bring the good result in your life, because Mars is the energy and here energy is getting debilitated. So it will be completely upon you that how you initiate the process. Yes, you will feel you will feel the obstruction when someone is trying to preach you, someone is trying to teach you. So I will say you that it is the time when you have to lead your life by your own efforts, by your own actions, and it will take some time in your life, but eventually you will succeed and eventually you will get the good result. Your third house, Saturn is getting retrograde in your third house, and here by the transit of Saturn in the third house, normally it gives very good result, and now it is getting retrograde. So it simply means that now Saturn is asking your discipline, your commitment regarding your efforts and actions. Means it may happen that previously you had ignored or stopped any efforts or actions regarding your talents, regarding your hobbies, or regarding anything which you should have been doing, but you stopped it out of your ignorance or out of laziness or lethargy. So now Saturn will give you insights to start those things, or it will help you do those things more efficiently in your life in a more committed and disciplined way. And I will say you that it can happen that suddenly you may start something now, you may feel that I could have done this much more better way, so again you will do it, and essentially in some due time you will feel that you are getting perfect in those things. So ultimately your creative talents, your hobbies will become much more perfect, organized with time to come. Although you see Saturn is a planet of time, Saturn goes very slowly, so these results will not come overnight. It will take some time, it will ask your hard work, it will ask your commitment and discipline, and if you follow it, it will definitely give you good results. Jupiter will be transiting in your fourth house, and essentially it will bring some happiness in your life, because Jupiter is your fifth lord. Coming into the fourth house is normally considered very good because it will be creating a Raj Yoga, and this transit of Jupiter through your fourth house will essentially bring lots of positive changes at your home front, be it related to your mother, be it related to your home, your mental peace, and any kind of thing which can make you happy. that happiness index will be increased by this Jupiter. Although Mars will be aspecting by its eighth aspect in the fourth house, but the transit of Mars will be only up to 20th of July, but Jupiter will stay here. Okay, and even after Jupiter will retrograde back into Capricorn, again it will come back in the sign of Aquarius, and it will stay till April 2022. Okay, so here this Jupiter will be a very good transit for the people of Scorpio as far as your happiness index is concerned. Your Venus will be transiting through your eighth house. I will say you that Venus is the planet of happiness and pleasure. It is also the planet of relationship, romance, and love, and it will be transiting through your eighth house. So it will bring pleasure and happiness in your marital life. A very good bonding with your spouse, very good bonding in your marital life. All the duties and commitment will be followed with all types of pleasure and happiness, love and romance. Your relationship with your in-laws, your relationship with your family members, your decision making relating to your wealth, finance will be much more better because of this transit of Venus through its eighth house. Okay, but I will say you, although Venus is transiting through your eighth house, in your seventh house, Mercury is getting retrograde, Sun and Rahu is transiting through it. Sun is a separative planet. Sun likes to do the things alone, but here, when Sun is transiting through the seventh house, I will say you don't do any work alone. Try to take help from others. Means I will say you try to take help from others. Means suppose you may feel that that person is far more better than you, then there is no there should not be any shyness to take help from that person, because that will not only increase the bonding between you and that person. Again, this thing will also help in your work to go ahead in a nice tone. So specifically, when you are talking about the seventh house, the other person can be your business partner, the other person can be your spouse, wife or husband. When you talk about the seventh house, it is the house of marriage. Your means anything related to marital life can be seen from the seventh house, or it can be your house of business partners. Okay, so suppose if you are thinking to do something in your marital life or in your business or trading, then you must consult with your spouse or business partners regarding the respective affairs or the respective issues which you are going through in your life. Do not take decision on your own, because that can create conflicts in your life. Looking into the fact that Sun is a very separative and very independent planet, and it is transiting through the seventh house of masses. Sun is the king. Sun does not like to go into the in between the masses. Okay, so now here it is transiting through the seventh house, so you have to give respect to the transit of Sun through the seventh house by looking into the fact that you have to give equal opportunity, equal opinion to every person who are related to the seventh house. Now, that are your spouse, wife, or husband, or the business partners. Mercury is getting retrograde here, so your communication with your spouse or business partners has to be very crystal clear. Any type of thing which you are thinking that you may say or you may not say, or any kind of deception or any kind of secretive nature, can create problems in your marital life, can create some kind of disputes. And I will say you that this type of disputes will directly affect yourself, because Mercury and Sun will be aspecting your lagna. So don't forget that although Venus is transiting through your eighth house, but still this transit of Mercury and Sun has to be taken very carefully. Rahu will also be transiting through your seventh house, although Sun and Mercury is also transiting, but this Rahu will bring some good results as far as your marriage is concerned, because Rahu is your obsession, Rahu is your desire. Okay, so here you will also feel to bring back the happiness in your marital life. So there will be some constant um, forces will be working for you to bring back to solve the problems and bring back the happiness the which is actually required to maintain the marriage. Okay, so I will say you that on 22nd of June, when Mercury will become direct, that time you will be having a much more good communication with your spouse. But still, Mercury is in your 7th house in transit. Till that time, your communication with your spouse has to be very good, otherwise there will be some disputes or conflicts. So you have understood that how the planets are going to play their role for the month of June for the people of Scorpio in 2021. And if you have liked this video, tap onto the like button, share it to your near and dear ones whom you really feel that who need to watch this video. And anytime if you feel that you need a consultation from me, then check the links in the description section. Your comments are always welcome to me. Your opinions, your precious opinions and queries, write it down in the comment box. I will check it through it. Okay, and that's it from my side. I'm signing off for today. Thanking you. Bye bye.